Hi, for those of you who do not know me, I'm Renee, also known as Miss HG Mercury from the Sunshine Coast Pinup School. I'm a pinup photographer and a vintage stylist, and I hate to break it to you, but vintage styling does require teasing your hair. Now, how do you do it safely? How do you get rid of it? When you have an awesome hairstyle like this, you take it out and you're left with this mess. So, how do you get from this to nice, smooth, healthy hair once again? So let's go. So if you watched last week's video, I did my hair up into a beehive, and I actually do have a little trick so I don't have to tease all of my hair, but this is still the aftermath of that hairstyle. So I have these bits that got teased really heavily, and then these bits are just like messy but not particularly teased. So how do you get your hair nice and smooth at the end of doing a teased hairstyle without actually damaging your hair? So my little trick is don't brush it, please. Please don't just take a brush to it. You want to work your way up. If you have a style that's got lots of pomades and hairsprays and everything in it, you're going to want to take your time. You can do this while sitting in front of the TV or something like that, but you're going to get your sections and you start finger combing right from the end. So just using little sections and just finger comb from the end very gently until you work all of that tease out of your hair, and you won't damage your hair, I promise. Especially if you have done your tease correctly. If you are new to teasing, check out the blog I will link down below on how to tease your hair, and then there's also a little bit of hair science on whether it actually does damage your hair. So just working that very, very, very gently. So you can see my fingers are catching there still. I'm gonna work back at the base, and it takes a lot of time. I'm working at the base and then I'm working my way up. So to save you from a pretty boring video, I'm gonna fast forward it. Okay, so I'm at the point where I can pretty much run my fingers through my hair, and then you use the end of a hairbrush or a rat tail comb, and then you use that to rake through your hair. You still want to be quite gentle, but this is just going to help get some of those large knots out. Making sure you're attacking it from all angles. And if you're being gentle, it won't hurt. If you do get to a bit that you haven't finger combed as well, just do the same technique from the base using this and then working your way up. There we go. Okay, so now we're at the point where I can run my fingers through. It still feels like ratty, but it's not completely, what's it called? Ratty, but not matty. And I give my head a little bit of a scratch just to get that hairline tease out as well. And then now you can go in with a brush. Use whatever brush you normally use for detangling. I like these ones, and you're gonna work from the base ends and work all the way up, just in very fine strokes. You don't need to be putting yourself through pain. Whoever said beauty is pain was obviously not a woman. So if it does hurt when you've got longer hair too, you can always like hold on to your hair and then you can be a little bit rougher on the ends, and that will stop it from like yanking from your scalp. There you have it. Nice smooth hair, and that did not take long at all. So look after your hair, tease it properly, remove your tease properly, and you'll be able to do all the vintage styles that you dream of.